A deal worth $6 billion to rehabilitate the moribund railway line could be delayed after it emerged that the bidding is not entirely squeaky clean. At the heart of the bidding dogfight are three rival Chinese firms: China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, Chinese Communication Construction Company, and China Harbour Engineering Company Limited. The process to award the tender was thrown in a tailspin when government signed with each of the firms a memoranda of understanding. NTV Investigations Desk has seen a copy of a letter dated August 26, 2013, where Ethics Minister Simon Lokodo writes to Inspectorate of Government demanding a probe into allegations of graft.
Yes, I can confirm that one of the complaints that we have received is related to that issue of railway works. However, I'm not in a position to discuss the details because the way the Inspectorate of Government works is that when we get complaints, they are first studied, the complaint is first studied, and then you can see whether it's actually for investigation or any other action that may be taken after that.
Lokodo in his letter says that in 2010, the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation signed a Memorandum of Understanding to construct the Kampala-Malaba-Tororo-Pakwach-Gulu-Nimule railway line. The Chinese firm later on carried out a feasibility study which cost millions of dollars. According to Lokodo's letter, and I quote, "From our preliminary investigations, this matter is deep and falls within your docket for further investigations. This letter therefore serves to bring this matter to your attention for further and better management. I would appreciate to be appraised on your findings and action taken." End quote. NTV has seen correspondences where the president met the chairman of China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation as way back as 2004, which was followed by a visit to company headquarters in Beijing by then Works Minister Engineer John Nasasira. 4 years later, on October 29, 2010, Museveni wrote to the Chinese firm saying, "You are aware of our government's commitment to contributing towards setting up a regional railway network. Our government is thus formally expressing its interest in revitalizing, reconstructing and developing a modern railway network in the East and Central African region." End quote. However, officials who did not speak on record claim government has now changed the terms of the MOU that the firm signed with the state. It has also come to light that this deal has roped in ministers and powerful middlemen.
With billions of dollars at stake, this squabbling was inevitable. The Works Minister, Engineer Abraham Byandala, says although different memoranda of understanding were signed with the various parties, a compromise can still be arrived at.
I don't know on what basis they are really making the allegations, because exclusivity clause was totally removed from the MOU, and so I don't know what they have in their letter, but we shall explain and sort it out.
On the 20th of August 2013, a stormy meeting held at the Ministry of Works boardroom failed to resolve the impasse. NTV has seen a copy of the minutes of this meeting, chaired by the Works State Minister John Byabagambi and also attended by the Minister for the Presidency Frank Tumwebaze. During the meeting, Tumwebaze warned against bribery and urged companies against going to the press. In attendance was the former U.S. Trade Representative in Africa, Rosa Whittaker. Highly pressed sources told NTV that when she was asked who she was representing in the meeting, Whittaker said she was attending as a friend of Uganda. When Byabagambi suggested that the officials from the embassy should further discuss the matter, Whittaker, who is a front for the China Harbour Engineering Company Limited, said the disagreements should be resolved immediately. According to sources, Chinese embassy officials who were also in attendance were vexed over why an American was deeply involved in a matter involving three Chinese firms. The meeting agreed to have a win-win situation where the three firms can form a consortium to construct the railway line. China Harbour Engineering Limited would be given the Kampala-Tororo-Gulu-Pakwach-Gulu-Nimule railway line. Chinese Communication and Construction Company would be given the Bihanga-Mirama Hills-Chigali railway line, and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation will be handed the Kampala-Kasese-Mpondwe railway line. As middlemen continue to scramble for a piece of the pie, the railway line continues to lie in an ailing state. Gabriel Epenu, NTV.